Luton, Rotherham and Stevenage are all projected to do poorly in the first season of Football Manager 2024. Luton are projected to finish in 19th, Rotherham are predicted to finish in 24th, and Stevenage are projected to finish in 17th. In this video, I'm going to look at a plug and play tactic and test it out with all three teams as we look to see if the tactic can help them all beat the drop. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at another tactic that has been created by Knap. This tactic is the Green XMAS. As you can see, it's set up pretty much in a Christmas tree shape. It's a 4-3-3 or a 4-3-2-1, however you want to look at it. As always, I'm going to break this tactic down, go through the positions, show you all of the tabs on the left hand side. If you want to just crack on and get straight on with having a go at this tactic, there will be a link in the description down below. If you're already familiar with the tactic and you just want to see the results, feel free to jump this section and go straight to the results. But let's start off, as always, by breaking this tactic down. You're going to start off at the back. It is set up with a sweeper keeper set to support. On the left hand side, you have a wing back set to attack, two ball playing defenders in the centre set to defend, and on the right hand side, a wing back set to attack. You will then have a segundo volante set to attack on both sides. And in the centre, you will have a defensive midfielder set to defend. On the left, you will have an attacking midfielder set to attack. And on the right, you'll have another attacking midfielder set to attack. Before at the top of the pitch, you'll have an advanced forward set to attack. This tactic will come with a custom tiki-taka tactic style. Its mentality is attacking. The in possession will look like this. The in transition will look like this. And the out of possession will look like this. So if you've missed any of that, feel free to go back and go through those positions, pause the video and see whatever you need to see out of those positions and the in possession, in transition and out of possession. But if you're ready, we're going to put it through its paces running a single season simulation using Luton, Stevenage and Rotherham. Let's take a look at some results. Let's kick off the results by looking at Luton Town. Now, obviously, they play in the Premier League, expected to be relegated more times than not. But we find them in 15th place. They have managed to get 47 points from 38 games using this tactic. In the FA Cup, they would be knocked out in the 5th round by Fulham. In the Carabao Cup, they would be knocked out in the 3rd round by Brighton. If we go into the Premier League, to just break that down a little bit further then. So with 38 games played, they would win 14 times, they would draw 5, they would lose 19 games, finish with a -7 goal difference, and they would finish on 47 points. If we look at the squad to see how the goals and assists were shared about, so Jacob Brown would be their top goal scorer with 19 goals. He also got 5 assists. Then have Luke Berry with 9 goals and 7 assists. Further on down the list, you would find their top assister was Amari Bell, who plays as a defensive left centre-back or left-sided defender, and he would get 12 assists. If we go into the data hub, have a little look at some of the numbers. Starting off with the defending, we can see they conceded 1.95 goals per game. XG per game was 1.63. Clean sheets 5, tackles won ratio 76.69, opposition passes per defensive action 4.16, possession won 3,515 times, 58.08 final third passes against per game, fouls made per game 18.05. In terms of the team attacking, goals per game 1.76, non-penalty XG per 90 1.46, shots per game 11.05, shots on target ratio 40.48, dribbles per game 12.92, cross completion 13.92, pass completion 87.34, and fouls against per game was 12.42. If you want to see any more of the information on this screen, feel free to click the pause button and you can have a look at that. But a great way to start off, really. Luton have survived in the Premier League, which is exactly what they wanted, and I think that this tactic could do much better if they were to be able to buy players, and also if you could adapt the players to the positions that you needed. Moving on, and next up we are looking at Rotherham. Now, another team that were predicted to be in a relegation fight. They have actually finished second in the Sky Bet Championship. They managed to get themselves 95 points from 46 games. In the FA Cup, they would be knocked out in the fourth round by Manchester City, and in the Carabao Cup, they would be knocked out in the second round by Sunderland. Let's have a look then at their Sky Bet Championship campaign and see how they got themselves promoted. So they played 46 games, they won 30 of those games, they drew 5, lost 11, had a goal difference of 49, and they finished on 95 points. Now that's quite impressive. It's only 9 points below Norwich, but it is 4 points ahead of Leicester, and they managed to get themselves promoted automatically. Go to the squad to look at how the goals and assists were shared around then. Top goal scorer would be Jordan Hugill. He would get 24 goals. You had Sam Nombe getting 10 goals and 4 assists. Further down, Cohen Bramall from the left-back position, 21 assists and 5 goals. 21 assists is a crazy amount of assists for a left back. If we go into the data hub, have a look at some of the numbers then, starting off with the defending. So goals conceded per game 1.26, XG per game 1.17, clean sheets 16, tackles won ratio 78.45, opposition passes per defensive action 4, possession 1 4277, final third passes 46.67, fouls made per game 14.02. In terms of the attacking numbers, goals per game 2.33, non-penalty XG 1.98, shots per game 14.09, shots on target ratio 43%, dribbles per game 16.26, cross completion 15.9, pass completion ratio 88.1, fouls against per game was 12.78. Once again, if you want to have a look at any more of the data on this screen, feel free to pause the video. So, the second team have managed to get themselves promoted from their division. Rotherham will be playing Premier League football the following season using this tactic. And finally, we have dropped down to Sky Bet League One, where we find Stevenage top of the pile. Yes, they have won Sky Bet League One, getting 94 points from 46 matches. In the FA Cup, they would be knocked out in the third round by Swansea. In the Carabao Cup, they would be knocked out in the third round by Portsmouth. And in the Football League Trophy, they would be knocked out in the Southern Section third round by Chelsea's under-21s. Let's have a look then at this title-winning campaign and show you a bit more information. So Stevenage would play 46 games, they would win 26, draw 16, only beaten 4 times, have a goal difference of 50, and they'd finish on 94 points, putting them 11 points clear of Blackpool, who would finish in second place. If we go into the squad and show you how the goals and assists were shared around, so Jamie Reid would get 23 goals and 4 assists, Jordan Roberts 16 goals and 1 assist, Nick Freeman and Harvey White would also get 15 goals apiece, with Freeman getting 12 assists. Further down, you've got Jake Forster Kasky getting 10 goals and 10 assists. And once again, a wing-back chipping in with 9 assists is Luther James Wilding. If we look at the data hub then for a bit more information, starting off with the defending as always, conceded per game 1.04, XG 1.22, clean sheets 15, tackles 1% is 76.6, opposition passes per defensive action 3.82, possession 1 4374, final third passes against per game 45.3, and fouls made per game 16.61. Looking at the attacking numbers, goals per game 2.13, non-penalty XG 1.81, shots per game 14.17, shots on target ratio 42.1, dribbles per game 14.1, cross completion 16.02, pass completion ratio 86.87, and fouls against per game 11.80, sorry. Once again, if you want to see any more of that information that is on the screen, feel free to pause the video now. So, once again, we have a Knap tactic that has done fantastic with the underdog teams in the lower leagues. We have had Stevenage win Sky Bet League One. We had Rotherham get promoted from the Championship to the Premier League automatically. And Luton hit their target of staying in the Premier League. Right then, if you're still with me at this point of the video, firstly, a big thank you. Secondly, if you could hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Recently gone past the 3,000 subscriber mark. It's blew my mind. I cannot thank you all enough for the support. You could continue doing what you're doing and just interact with the channel. It really is helping it to grow. I cannot say thank you enough. Before you go, don't forget there's other things on the channel. Hints, tips, tutorials, let's plays, Wonder Kids. A little bit of something for everybody. But for this one, I'm going to leave it there. Big thank you for watching. See you on another video very soon.